Blog Talk Radio.
The commission.
Rams Fresco on the beat. Holiday season.
Where we at, nigga?
First Montana. Commission
That's
shit.
what we do, right?
Holiday season, bitch.
What they talking about?
Yeah.
What they talk? Nigga, what you talking
What
about?
up, man? That's what you.
What they talk? What they talking about?
TH3 talk.
What they talk?
Nigga,
What
we
they talking
rockin'.
about?
I like this. Shut down. Pittsburgh. See that? You ride with me? Go Conference.
Take trips, coasting, make hits, both things. Take trips, coasting, make hits. Take trips, coasting, make hits, both things. Fifth hand, codeine, more vicious, no strange jewelry cause a riot. Homie be the highest, sleeping be my diet. Pressure I apply it, whipping up, sipping up. OG, look it up, higher than a motherfucker. See that signal picking up. Graduated from the corner school, born to lose, play hard. Thank God, never had to pawn the jewel. Pitching, all I'm missing is the feel. Shorty ass naked like the stamp on the peel. And that's a triple stack. Promise never pickle that. It ain't my thing. Coke boy, I mean. What they talk? What they talk? What they talk? Nigga, what they talking about? What they talking about? Nigga, what they talking about? What up? What they talking about? I hear you talking. Dropping work in my lap, nigga. Go boy, the hell.
It's all French, dope song. But yo, nonetheless, what's good? This your boy Hip Hop of Hip Hop at the Round Table. You're now tuned into the first installment of Hip Hop Speaks. And I followed along with the homie, the first guest of the night, the homie B.Dot. Been repping from that LA Battlegrounds and more other than that, all over through the West Coast. On the up and coming right now, everybody's radar if you haven't been seeing. Just to give you a simplified version of the battle between him and, you know what I'm saying, Fijiosa. I don't know if Fijiosa, where they basically gave him that truth. And the truth always hits somebody, you know what I'm saying? That video ended up going all viral through Facebook and all through like such. So the name is getting out there. I got the homie B.Dot with me. What's good, B.Dot? Welcome to Hip Hop Speaks.
Peace. What's good, bro?
Nah, coolin', man, coolin'. I ain't even gonna lie. Just happy to get this, you know, saying this first episode going, man. Been waiting to get you on there so we can be able to chop it up. What's been going on with you, homie?
Shit, man. You know, just riding this little wave of my little, 15 minutes of fame or whatnot from the battles and all that. You know, just appreciating all the love I've been getting. So it's been cool, man.
Nah, no doubt. And I don't think I told you before, and I told Danny the same thing. Danny Myers unconsciously put me on to you. He listed a whole list of his favorite or top writers in the game right now, and I seen all the notable names, such as the Daylyt, Chilla, Bricks, Storm, Cannon, all those ones. And I seen B.Dot, and I'm like, wait, hold on, B.Dot from Rap Radar, he doesn't battle rap, so there's got to be somebody I don't know. So looked it up, and I seen the battles, and I was just, man, like I said earlier, the truth is going to hit somebody who especially relates to it. And I started gravitating to your battles just to see if this wasn't just a moment, like how, like we see Lux was a moment when we against Calico and stuff like that. So I see, this can't be just a moment. Then I continued to watch the rest of your battles, and I see this is who you really are. Then, like, the battle was strict, where you actually started explaining yourself. I was like, you got me. You definitely got me with this one, man.
No doubt, brother. I appreciate that. I didn't know Danny had a list like that with me on it, man. That's love. Wow.
Yeah, he did. He put it up on, I think it was like on Bias page and such like that. I was just having scrolling down, seeing the homie. Us at HHRT, we really, really fuck with writers block from Oops, Danny, and Chilla, the whole crew, Cannon. We fuck with all of them, support them all. So when I seen that, I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta respect this, gotta respect that. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Danny
what's up.
putting you out there, I'm on that. But yeah, man, so like what brought you into the battle rap world, or if you want to just say music in general, you know, what got you into it?
Well, I mean, shit, as far as music is concerned, I grew up in the music industry. My father been in the music business, probably since I was born. He's had multiple independent record labels, and he's done a lot of producing and a lot of work with pretty much all the West Coast legends, like, you know, from Easy to Dre to Cube. You know what I mean? So I kind of grew up in that environment. So, you know, I guess it's just in me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I grew up making little mixtapes and making little albums and shit in high school or whatnot, and then also battling. You know, I mean, shit, battling goes all the way back to, you know, lunchtime in front of the lunch tables. You know
real
what I mean?
Talk, yeah, forget the names. Yeah, real talk. I'm glad
so, yeah, man. So, I mean, shit, I've been battling. I've been involved in music and, you know, just expressing my thoughts and using my talent like this. I've been doing this for quite some time. So, you know, it's just something that's shit just in me, I guess, you know?
No, that's definitely, I feel you on that. I think with our culture, the African black culture, is we're more of a attentive, like once we see something multiple times, like in certain routine ways, or we're hearing something, we're saying repeatedly, we tend to grow to it, or you know, it ends up becoming a part of us. Like if we see, let's say, our parents dancing all the time, you're gonna see that little baby end up dancing and getting down too, or that one song you hear on the radio all the time you hate, but it ends up catching in your head and you start bumping that joint sometimes. So I think it's just, you know, like with you are around this all the time, so it's not you understand the love that your pops have for it, and that love just came down to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Most definitely.
Very original, because, like I said, you know, I can tell by the music you have. Also, it's nothing pushed, forced, nothing like that. It's straight from the heart music. So I can definitely understand where your origin is coming from now that you're explaining about your father. And what's his name for the people who probably know of him or anything like that who don't know? Because there was a lot of name drops you dropped with him, so the people probably want to know who that is.
Yeah, my pops goes by Charlie B. See, and that's the thing with my pops. He's very independent and never wanted to kind of eat off the next man's plate. So he never reached a certain level of popularity or a household name type of deal. But out here on the West Coast, he's definitely known within the music industry. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that he's reached a level of success to where, you know, the whole world would know him or something like that. But he's definitely put in his work, and is definitely 20 plus years in the game out here on the West Coast. So
that's love. Yeah, man, I have being from the East Coast, but I have my entire love for the West Coast music. I don't think I'm the only one that's like that. But man, we had a whole debate on Twitter about who had better music, and I don't know if people are surprised, but I went with the West Coast. Like, yes, nostalgia-wise, most people from the East Coast are going to say East Coast. Most people from the West Coast probably will say West Coast. But it's like, to me, if you're a real music listener, like, you wouldn't be mad if somebody said they like West Coast better than East Coast me. I just like the instrumentation better. I think I like the production. I like the way the music was set.
I would agree.
Man. Go ahead.
Agree. I was going to say I would agree. I think that it's even though, you know, in terms of if we speaking about rap music in particular, then it's like we gotta understand that the East Coast had the lyricism. Y'all brought lyricism to the table. You know what I mean? Y'all created. The East Coast pretty much started conscious rap. All the conscious artists that had something to really say, that had some truth to their messages and truth to their rhymes or whatnot, was from the East Coast. And all the lyrical dudes, the lyrical witty dudes like the Rakims and the Big Daddy Kanes and all that, like y'all started lyricism. And then out west, like you said, the instrumentation quality of it, I think that we honed that, you know what I'm saying, and we honed the production side of it. Maybe not too lyrical, but you know, we definitely honed the production side of it. That's kind of like a draw. I don't know, that's a hard one, bro. That's really a hard one. I really can't pick because all my favorite rappers growing up was East Coast rappers because of the lyricism. But I'm definitely, you know, a diehard West Coast fan in terms of the instrumentation, like you said.
Yeah, like if I was to say like my top 5 artists of all time, my first, like maybe it's because my generation and such like that, but my favorite artist right now is Kendrick Lamar. Just from his growth, not even just post Good Kid, Mad City, like seeing it from C4 or Kendrick Lamar LP, how far you want to go back. Then you have the Schoolboys, you have the rest of those that give up this new sound of the West Coast. Then you have Pop, who just, I had to really, really go back on his catalog and really figure out what did I miss growing up that everybody's talking about. Why did everybody saying Tupac is better than Biggie and all that such? Because I was that same person, like, Biggie got bars, like he would out-rap Pac in the day. But it's like, when I listened to Me Against the World, and I was like, yo, son, this nigga was talking that shit. And then listening to Tupac, when he was still breathing that young Panther, before he got, you know what I'm saying, before the rest of it happened to him, but he was still on that young Panther shit, and I could hear it when he had songs like Words of Wisdom or Young Niggas, stuff like that. Like, so it's certain things that the story or the music, the actual songs, like I said, how things were, you can have that part, they can have the songs for the party, they can have a song for the streets, you know what I'm saying? And later on, you seen them even doing the, you know what I'm saying, Dre and them dabbling into the R&B heavy, like, so I definitely was something always, I don't know, man, it just had a certain music that I always clicked with, but New York music, it's certain music that I just clicked with that also. Maybe it's just the environments you'll be in or certain things like that, but I think it can't be split. Like, I ain't gonna lie, now thinking about it, I am pretty split down the middle now, because I can't take away Big Kane, Big L. I was listening to Twins Cup, like, oh man, like,
exactly, bro.
So yeah, man.
You can't even do that, man. That's just one of them debates we gotta just. That's one of the debates we gotta just leave alone, bro, because it's not even right. It's not even fair to the. It's not right to the culture. You know what I mean? That's just both sides is great, man. Both sides contributed to hip hop, and you know we wouldn't be where we at today without both sides, man. So. Correct,
man. Correct. So who's your before we get into the battle rap, like, who was some of the artists you were listening to specifically that influenced your style?
That influenced my style, I would have to say, it's cliche, but, you know, I'm a 90s baby and I grew up in the 90s era, so I would have to say that influenced my style, I would have to say Biggie and Jay-Z. You know what I mean? I would just have to keep it real. I grew up on Biggie, Jay-Z, and Scarface because that's all my father played. Scarface
I still
is one of my
that
favorite artists. Yeah, bro, I got to get that, man. I heard it was awesome, man. I definitely got to grab that, man, because I grew up off Face, man, and I didn't really start having an appreciation and a love for Pac until I got older, and now Tupac is my favorite rapper, but growing up, you know, I was definitely influenced by Big, Jay, and then a little bit of Scarface.
Okay, so you definitely see where I was coming from, you know what I'm saying? Your music definitely, your music love that after you hit high school or get after high school, your music influences or what you become, like what becomes your favorite changes in an instant, you know? I really had to sit down and notice that. Because I was in high school,
that's very true.
I was listening to nothing but, well, I can say my freshman year, I was probably listening to nothing but Jeezy, Dipset, Lil Wayne. And no knock to them because they was doing their thing during that time. That was for me, that was probably like 08, you know what I'm saying, 07. So they were doing their thing right then and there. But then again, like when time kept going, like past 2010, 2011, after I graduated, my music taste just went skyrocketed everywhere. Where I'm starting to listen to more Killer Mike and Run the Jewels. Where they were getting to start ready cooking up, I started listening to more Kendrick. That's why I started getting heavy on my Kendrick. I was really, like, Kanye is one of my favorite artists, so I've always listened to him. That's a given, but, you know what I'm saying, the Drake phenomenon came through. You had, you know, it was just that new wave of music coming through basically, if anybody you've seen on that XXL 09 cover, more than likely was my favorite artist, and probably going through the rest of high school. Charles Hamilton, Mickey Fax, Blue. I still listen to Blue to this day. Like, that's the homie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blue is dope. Blue is dope. Very, very, very underrated.
Man, I love listening to Good to Be Home, man. I listen to that joint. I listen to my song The Return every day. Like,
yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, man. So definitely, that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, that's definitely dope because, like you said, with you being from the West Coast, not a lot of people be expecting to hear a Jay-Z and a Biggie being their influence. So I'm glad that you show that versatility in the mind, especially of an MC.
Yeah, man, most definitely. I mean, like I said, I grew up on it because I'm not sure how much of it I would have been exposed to if it wasn't for my father, you know what I mean? Because my father was doing business and he was ripping and running and around the country and, you know, mingling with this person and that person. And he's very East Coast influenced himself too. So he was, yeah, man, that's all he was playing. He picked me up from school and all that, and that's the shit he was bumping in the car. So that's definitely, you know, the shit that I fell in love with.
Yeah, I hear you, my nigga. It's just I grew up, my uncle playing nothing but Nas, DMX. I was like, man, that's all I was hearing, Nas, DMX. Maybe you sprinkle a little J on there. Like, you had some Cool G rap, but it was mainly Nas and the homie X. Like, so I definitely hear that. But man, let's transition to the battle rap. Oh yes, man. I still listen to The Dark and Hell is Hot. That's, man, Damien, Crime Story. He had a classic right there.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Man, Let's talk about how you got into the battle rap realm.
Okay. Like I said, you know, I was battling since I can remember. I got I had some old battles. I think they still on Cam and shit. I think they still on YouTube from like back in like 06 and shit or whatnot. And I kind of left it alone. I kind of left battle rapping alone because speaking of my father, I signed to my father's independent label like in 2005, I think it was, around 2005, 2006. So I was battling and stuff, but I wanted to focus on the music, so I left battle rap alone, focused on the music, put out a couple albums, couple mixtapes, did my thing, whatever the case may be. And then, you know, battle rap just started catching fire again. And, you know, I fell in love with the culture again, and I was a fan for years, you know, keeping up with the battles, watching the battles on YouTube and all that. Thought it was dope. And then one day, shout out to my homeboy Jeffrey Baca. I believe he runs a website or something like that, or a radio podcast about battle rap or something like that. But he wanted to. He came by the studio when I was working on my last album, Elevation, that I put out early 2014, and he came by the studio to do a little interview on me for his website or whatnot. And he had his boy with him who was a battle rapper, goes by the name of Know It All. And we just started chopping it up about battle rap. Yeah, man, we just started chopping it up about battle rap, and I was just like, you know what, I think I might want to get back in there, man, see what's good. And they was like, well, we'll set it up. And that was my first battle back, was on this league out here on the West Coast called Daylyt. I'm not sure if they still around, if they still doing their thing, but that was my first battle back, man. I had like a 7, 8 year layoff, and then I battled Know It All. I want to say, I think it was, it had to be early 2014. Battle Know It All. And that pretty much got me back on, you know, because I did well during that battle. Know It All was really, he's actually a pretty good battle rapper, and he was favored in that battle because, you know, he
that was a nice battle.
Back to me. Oh, okay, so you peeped it. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I did my homework. I did the homework.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, a lot of people ain't seen that battle, you know what I mean? So I wasn't sure if you've seen it, but yeah, it was a cool battle. He did his thing, you know. I definitely feel like I won the battle, and after that, you know, just people just start having my name buzzing in battle rap circuits out here in LA, and then LA Battlegrounds hit me up, gave me a call, and we set that up. Actually, we set up. I was supposed to battle this other cat that flaked on me. So after he flaked, Fiji Osa actually, you know, called me out and was like, yo, since other dude flaked on you, I'll battle you at the next event. And then and now we here, you know, basically I got a lot of notoriety Fijiosa battle, and then obviously from the last one, from the strict one. So it's where we at now.
And you want to elaborate? Could you elaborate why you feel that, you know what I'm saying, you got so much notoriety from that battle? Because I mean, you know what I'm saying, I know, but for the people that don't know, haven't seen it, give them something to at least expect from this when they do.
From the Fijiosa battle?
Yeah.
I think that I think I went crazy. I think I barred him away in the first 2 rounds. I was going bar heavy, but I think the thing that was so special about it was the 3rd round. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times in battle rap, you know, everybody just has, you know, regular angles and whatnot, and nobody really wants to go really, really deep and, you know, kind of put some things on the table. So I think that's what happened in the 3rd round. I kind of put my perspective on the table, and me being a, you know, RBG, Pan-African, the certain paradigm that I operate with and how I think and you know, my whole lifestyle, I don't think that it's very popular within the battle rap culture. So it was very unexpected. So in that 3rd round against Fiji, I kind of took it there. I kind of took it there to a you know, an Afrocentric perspective and how we need to, you know, be about our people and shit. We can't be out here cooning. We can't be out here, you know, working, being in the government and shit like that. And we can't really uplift and liberate if we working with the oppressor and working with the enemy or whatnot. So I kind of spoke on that, but I did it, you know, it's battle rap. So you have to make sure you do it in a certain way where you don't lose the audience and you still got to keep them engaged and not kind of get over the top with it or get too preachy or too political. So I think I mixed the aggression with the real talk and with the facts. And yeah, man, that shit just caught fire after that. That 3rd round, somebody posted it on Facebook or something, and it kind of went viral. And yeah, man, that shit kind of pretty much set it off for me. And then obviously the last one we just did. So that's where we at now.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That battle, when I first seen it, like I said, I really started this typical term, you know, and really just my consciousness really started rolling in. It's always had it around me. Like, my uncle was a part of the All African People's Revolutionary Party. He rode with Kwame when he came through the States, when he came back through Africa. He put in his work with them. So always had that knowledge. Yo, son, I get jealous every day, my nigga. Like, I get so jealous. Like, I was just like, I wish I could just be at the lecture. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. I just want to be at the lecture. But, like I said, I always had that knowledge of self. Always had that knowledge of self around. So it really didn't, you really don't start noticing things. Like I said, too, you start reading more. You really get more interactions with different people. And I think for most, you know what I'm saying, black youth at least, you get that during high school. And then on college, too, on another level. So when I really started noticing everything that was going on around me, reading, talking to people and such like that, I had, you know, progressed a little bit more knowledge of self. But I ain't going to lie, it had to be more so this year that I'm going to give credit where credit is due. The Farrakhan interview for that, Power 105, it really ignited a lot of ideas, ideologies, and a lot of just fucked up shit that America has been showing us, that done to us, things that we have been slacking on. And what I did after that, I just followed up the resources. Kwame always said you always go to your primary source for anything if you want to know the truth. And he was talking about the Sandinistas and Contras, you know what I'm saying? That happened in the 80s, Gary broke it in the 90s, but most of the kids of my generation, I'm born 93, we didn't even know about that yet. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't even recognize what was going on. Our first real crazy act in America would probably be 9/11, but most of us, like, I was in 4th grade, and I just remember seeing it on the news. So with all this stuff going on, and like you got the Million Man March coming back up, I was just like, maybe this is a time for me to start really gaining my knowledge of self, my self-awareness, and all that such. So I just started reading, watching documentaries, and reading and having conversations with revolutionaries, going to meetings, things like that. And in such a short time, I don't want to say like I was just an overnight conscious, man, or anything like that, but the knowledge can hit you at any time.
But that's how it works.
Yeah.
But that's actually how it works. It actually does happen overnight because, like, we call it that melanin explosion. But once that knowledge hits you, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like it just wake you up. You know what I mean? A lot of elders always talk about how the knowledge and the wisdom is still embedded within the DNA. Like that information gets passed down. So all it needs to do is be turned on. You know what I mean? So it actually does happen overnight. I tell people that all the time. Like I just pretty much, I say I became quote unquote conscious like 3 or 4 years ago, but when it happened, it just happened overnight. Like next thing you know, it took me a couple of weeks, and I'm sounding like Kwame Ture myself. I'm sounding like Brother Malcolm myself because it just hits you, man. And if it's in you to be a part of the movement, if it's in you to be a leader, if it's in you to be whatever role you're going to play, you know, whether you out there giving it up or, you know, if you have some type of oratorical skill or if you have some type of communication ability to where you're supposed to communicate the knowledge and wisdom, or if you're an actual soldier, whatever it is, whatever's in you, man, when you get that knowledge, it's going to wake you up, and it just is what it is. You know, that's why brothers such as yourself and myself, you know, that's why we're doing this and having this conversation, man, because we built to have it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. And you're totally right. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you speak now? You talk about, you say your consciousness came in 3 or 4 years ago. Now, how do you feel that spirituality, not even just in battle rap, but in music in general, plays an effect?
I mean, in terms of what? You're not talking about from a religious perspective, right?
Well, in spirituality, like you said, you're more in tune with your African culture. Like you said, we was having a conversation about the spirituality. You went back and found your, you know what I'm saying, your back, basically your whole past and such like that, your tribe and such. So when I say it's in a sense, I guess you could say in a religious sense, because when you see Suge, he had to, you know what I'm saying, he's wearing his yarmulke against Sharon and shit. I mean not yarmulke, I'm sorry, his kufi and shit against Sharon. And I was like, okay, sure. No, my bad, Jews. I didn't mean to get you guys misconstrued with the Muslims. You already know how they get down. I'm sorry. My bad, Farrakhan. I didn't mean to. But but it's like I see that it's starting to play a little bit into him being a artist in general. Like when he had the battle against the South, you see it's supposed to be like, to me, I looked at it as the Muslim versus the Christian. As people see it as the vets or bully versus, you know what I'm saying, the Christian. I looked at it as a Muslim versus Christian. I knew that would be the angles that Suge would bring, and more so he did. He's, you know what I'm saying, talking about the Quran, you know what I'm saying, little things like that to try to compare and contrast. But you really would have seen him do that with nobody else. And I felt it was he had to do it in this battle, you know what I'm saying, knowing that he's starting to get into that. And you see Lux from his teachings with Brother Polite, that affected him heavily, and you've seen it in SM2, and you've seen it at the battle with him and Hollow. So how do you feel like, you know what I said, spirituality or just a new knowledge of self can, go ahead.
I feel like all them brothers, no disrespect to none of them, I love them as battle artists and all that, but I feel all them brothers is playing, you know what I mean? They playing with their spiritualities. They playing, because my thing is, like, you got to stand on your ground, whatever format it is, whatever it be, whether it's your Quran, whether it's your Bible, whatever the case may be, you got to stand firm in that thing, because everything you say, you know, it will be held against you. You have to be accountable for everything you say, and you're speaking for a whole culture, a whole belief system. So for me, that's why, you know, being RBG or being connected to spiritual African spirituality and understanding it, that's what allows me, because I know that I'm in constant contention, I'm in constant combat with all the different religious aspects and all the different cultures that stole from us. That's what allows me to have a point in being aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So there's no you preaching and you using gun bars. Well, they for me, they go hand in hand, because what I'm saying is I have to be combative with you because you stole from me. You know what I mean? It's like It's like if I was battling a Christian or if I was battling a Muslim. If I'm battling a Muslim from an African spirituality perspective, I'm going to get on that Muslim about how his people, how his Arab people back in the days started the Arab slave trade in Africa. You know what I'm saying? And brought Islam into Africa when there was no Islam prior to that. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the Christian or whatever. When you bring in these belief systems into my continent and into these spiritual belief systems that we already had, and you pervert them and you alter them, that's the aspect I'm gonna have. So with that being said, I can be combative with you and I can have gun bars with you because I really am trying to kill you off. You know what I mean? Like, that's part of it because we need our culture back. So with those guys, if you're going to be a Muslim, if you're going to be a Christian, or if you're going to be whatever Lux is, we don't know what he is, but if you're going to be those things, you got to stand firm in those things in all those religions, maybe with a little bit of, I'm not sure about Islam. I know there's a little bit of violence in there within their Quran, within some of those surahs or whatnot, but for the most part, those religions teach peace, and they teach all the positive things and all that good stuff. So I would like to see one of them really stand upon it. I think the Saga does a good job, but I would like to see them stand upon it more firmly and don't switch and don't waver. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have that perspective, have it. So with me I speak for the Africans. I speak for all the Africans who practice African spirituality, whether it be Von Doom, whether it be Kemetic science, whether it be any of the natural African spiritualities that we have. I speak for them, and I come with that aggression for the ancestors that had they shit stolen. So that's why all my shit is, me having gun bars is applicable to my opponent because I'm literally trying to kill you off, and it works for what I do. So I stand firm on my spirituality. I stand firm, and I don't pay reverence to no fake deities and no sky daddies or nothing like that. I just pay reference to the ancestors. I venerate the ancestors, and I venerate what we can see, like what we can go show you. We can go back to Africa and show you the things we believe in because they still there etched in stone. They still there in all the temples in Kemet, in Egypt. They still there. So we can show you that. We can show you what we stand upon, and we can show you why we being so aggressive with you because you stole from our ancestors. So it's like, I don't know. Like, when you ask me that question, the first thing I think of is like, I don't really respect their angles. Like, I love Suge. Suge is one of my favorite battle rappers. But if he gonna come with the Muslim angle, come with it for real. Like, if you're gonna come with the Muslim angle, then come with it from an NOI perspective. Come with it. Come suited up with the, you know what I'm saying? Come suited up with the bow tie. You know what I mean? Like, do it for real. You know what I mean? If that's really what you're about, and if you're just using it for an antic or an angle, I can't respect that. You know what I mean? I love Lux. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest. But if he's going to use a spirituality for angle, then, that's just something I personally, don't feel should be used, man. So that's my answer to that question.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it because we don't know what Lux with spirituality is or nothing. Because I thought he was a 5%er at first, but then it comes like I don't think he was. I don't know. Maybe he was just.
That's the thing.
I don't know.
And that's the most aggravating thing. Like, I get the comparisons when people doing, B-Dot, you think you Lux, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Trust me. And I love the brother. I think he's phenomenal. And I think that when you hone in your craft and you're evolving as an MC, you might not purposefully, but you might just unexpectedly come up with certain styles that are similar to other brothers. So I get that comparison.
You're not alone, bro. You're not alone. They're doing the same thing my homie Show Off with Surf.
Of course, bro. And the thing about the main thing about one of the aspects they're trying to put in there, one of the added variables to the equation that they're trying to throw in there with the whole Lux comparison is the preaching angle. And for me, I don't care about the other part of it, but that's the angle that whole shit is what upsets me the most because it's like, nah, brother, we nothing alike though, because here you have a brother that's talking about he made references to Jesus a couple times in his raps. But then one time he was a Black Panther, one time this and that. I know he's cool with Brother Polite. Brother Polite is definitely anti-religion, you know what I mean? So it's like, and we don't.
Have you seen the video when he was kicking out to the Scientologists?
Oh man, trust me, I'm on everything. I'm on everything flying out of House of Consciousness. Anything drop, I'm on it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how we gotta be, because that's our channel. That's our VH1. That's our MTV. You know what I mean? So it's like whenever that shit is on, man, I'm tuned in. You know what I mean? So I think I speak, and that's another. I represent that. Like that's the cloth I'm cut from. That New Covenant, Brother Polite, Shaka Almos, Sarasu, Seti, those brothers, I'm cut from that cloth, and I'm just using the battle rap form to express those views. And I think that, it's almost like a breath of fresh air, because it's like nobody's really been doing it like that.
Yeah, no doubt. I think you definitely are really showing what people were yearning and were caught up in the moment for in that second round / third round, whatever you want to call it, for Lux. When they seen you, like I said, they felt that same thing, but it was a continued thing. And I think some people, they said they are so weird with this battle rap that they're going to not listen. They think you sound like Lux or whatever. Then you have the people who know what you're talking about and will, definitely ride with you. Because I remember I was hearing in the Battle Notes Fizioso or Strict that you had people in the crowd that was going. They was like, yo, you would have thought you was at a Phil Donahue show, my G. Like, the black people on the show was on it. Like, they were like, go ahead, talk that shit, man. Go ahead. Like, they knew what he was talking about.
That's that. And that's surprising. And that's what I be saying, because it's so surprising, man, because you go to a battle rap event and you see, a bunch of black folks, and you see the average battle rap bars, like the gun bars, I kill you, whoopty, 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 and you see them going crazy for that. So you don't really expect that they vibrating on a certain frequency. You don't really expect for them to have that type of reaction. Like, you don't really think that they on that type of energy level. You know what I mean? So when I spit certain shit and they hear me and they get it, like that's incredible. But that's a testament to like how that knowledge itself is really deep within, and everybody knows the truth. Everybody knows the truth once they hear it. So it's just a damn shame that this is not more popular. Like, everybody should be telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like, we can get more from it, and we can cause more conversation from it. I mean, look, that's why I tell people, man, I'm not really concerned with what a battle rap fan thinks of me. Like, these battles, these third rounds that are going viral and whatnot, they transcended battle rap, man. Everybody that's reposting them or commenting on them, it's because I said something real. Like, a lot of these, I would say from the comments I've seen, at least 50 to 60% of these people don't even watch battle rap. They just seen somebody rapping and using the artistic form to get a real truth point across, and they vibrate with it, and that's just what it is, man. And so it's like, I'm not here to do nothing but spit nothing but the truth. I'm not even here to try to have a lengthy battle career and try to be, Mr. this and Mr. that and get on smack, and that's really not my thing. If it happens, it happens. That'll be beautiful, but that's really not my thing. I just want to add a different perspective, and I want to have certain conversations that need to be had, that need to transcend battle rap, because we already got enough distractions, man. So for these young brothers that's out there that watch battle rap, maybe 13, 14, 15 years old, I want to give them an option. You know what I mean? Like, they can hear somebody say a crazy gun bar, and then they might want to write something like that. But then what if it's more people kicking the truth that make them want to say, what was he talking about? I'm about to go research that, or I'm about to go pick up this book to see what beat I was talking about in that round when he said this and that. When he said, yeah, y'all been in the awful rage since y'all climbed up out them Caucasus caves. What does he mean? What does he mean white people come from the Caucasus Mountains? Like, what does he mean? You know what I mean? And then they might actually study biology and genetics and see where all that shit come from, man. So I might be rambling, but this shit is really dear to my heart, though. You know what I mean? Like, I really, this is what I really want to do. Like, I got a obligation, you know what I mean? So when you have knowledge, especially when you have knowledge yourself within the black community, and you have a forum and you have a platform to where you can say something, you gotta spread the word, and you gotta share knowledge, man. So that's really all I'm concerned with. Everything else is just extra.
Nah, man, I let you go in because like I said, you was definitely talking the truth, man. But the thing is, like, I feel that, like you said, when somebody, I think with anything, if it's just that one dude on the corner to a battle rap, wherever you are, like, whatever you indulge in and whatever, no, I don't want to say indulge, but whatever you know what I'm saying, do that, or your hobby or whatever, and you find some type of leeway to truth about you in it, you're going to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like I said, well, I've been watching a lot of the old Donahue interviews with Tyler Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan, 90s and the 80s and such, and I was just noticing how whites and blacks were finding out new stuff about, Africans. And like when he was talking about the relationship between the Jews and Africans, some people probably didn't even know about that relationship. Some Jews probably didn't know about that relationship because due to their reactions against them, they did not know about that. So I understand that definitely. Any truth anywhere, and I think with our youth, with our main thing that we gravitate to with being in music, when we find anything truthful about it, we listen to it. But I have to be the devil's advocate and say that some of us are too lazy to follow up that truth. Because once they hear anything about Africa, they're only thinking you were in huts and white people came and took you and brought you here. They don't know about sex. They don't know about us, black people being the first rulers of Egypt and bringing civilization to Africa all throughout there. They don't know about us, our whole train of families of Africans going down the Nile River. They don't know about all the resources that's in the Congo and all that. So when I was hearing it, they don't. So that's why I'm happy now that like I said, Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite artists, and I'm hearing To Pimp a Butterfly. Yo, you got me, Kendrick. Thank you, thank you.
Exactly.
People are so
showed up.
Me and the co-host for our main show here at the Roundtable, we do reviews on albums also. We did a long joint on To Pimp a Butterfly, and he was more intent that he felt like, I don't want to paraphrase him, but he felt like it was kind of too pro-black. I don't know, and I guess he's saying that coming off the last album.
He black?
No, he is. But let me finish though. He's not saying it in that sense, but I guess he's saying it's not as relatable to a masses of all people as his first debut album was with Good Kid, Mad City. You'll go to a con, you have the white kids, black kids come to you, cry, say all about this stuff, suicide and all that such. Yo, I understand that. I love him for doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's a great thing to do. Now, with this album, he made specifically for us. And I was saying that I think with the timing that he dropped it and all the circumstances going around, a lot of us are going to listen to it. And I feel that for people who are outside of our race and already listen to Kendrick Lamar and hear what he's going to talk about, are going to want to know about what one of their favorite artists is talking about and follow up on that. Maybe they will like it, maybe they won't, but at least they'll know the truth about something. And I think that will help album sales. But I think what I lost the thing was that in the society that we are in, when somebody doesn't get what you're talking about, more than likely they're not going to buy it or whatever like that. So that's why I don't think his album was going to have as quick as a success as Good Kid, Mad City did, because this album still has great success, but it didn't have that quick success as Good Kid, Mad City did. But we know those reasons why. And the masses of record companies and A&Rs, that's not what they're trying to push right now. At a time, that was the hot thing, and now we was able to push that. But now it's like most people ain't trying to hear that, and it sucks. But I think with him being up there, stature, it's good. It's good for him to do that. Because now you're influencing others to do it. You know what I'm saying? I won't say he's influencing, but it's letting it be an easier way to do it. You see Vic Mensa, he had the Asad Shakur, the police brutality outfit he wore to the MTV Awards. You still got Killer Mike, who not saying he was influenced by Kendrick Lamar because he's been doing his own thing for a minute since the Pledge series. Killer Mike, one of our dope MC Pan-Africanists that's out here doing it. So those are a couple. Immortal Technique. So those are the artists who've been doing it, and I think Kendrick Lamar is that artist that's on the mainstream now that's able to do what they are doing now too.
That's real. I agree with that 100%, bro.
So you'll say, could you talk about who's your top 5 battle rappers going off right now, homie?
Top 5 battle rappers. That's crazy because it switches often, but people, it's funny because you're probably not going to believe me, bro, but my top 5 would have to be Shotgun Suge, Illmac, Shotgun Suge, Illmac. Who else do I really like? Shotgun Suge, Illmac. Let me see. Shotgun Suge, Illmac, Charlie Clips, Hollow, and Lux.
Yeah,
That's my top 5. That's my top 5. You know why? Because I just love authenticity, and I think that Suge, like when I hear Suge battle, like I react to his bars because I really believe he'll do this shit that he's saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like I really, and I think that he never bullshits. He doesn't waste bars. Like all his bars are directly for his opponents. So I appreciate that about Suge, and I enjoy watching his battles a lot. Illmac, I think Illmac is just super, super intelligent, and he takes great angles. Mm-hmm. He takes a great approach to his battles, man. I just watched him and Pat Stay last night. I thought it was incredible. Hollow is just one of the best. He's just a naturally talented dude. Like he can rebuttal, he can freestyle. His angles that he comes up with are just clever and unexpected. I think he's awesome. Charlie Clips, same thing with Clips. Like he's unpredictable. He can rebuttal. He has all the intangibles. Like he could be funny, he could be super lyrical, he could be witty and all that. And then Lux, I just think he just simply has the greatest pen in battle rap ever. Like period. Like on paper, I don't think nobody writes better than Lux. So that would be my top 5.
You don't got no arguments here, man. You have no arguments here. I respect that top 5. Now, we have going on to. Just want to keep it on a couple more questions about battle rap. Then we're gonna transition. We had talks about me and you on the phone off the record about you and Daylyt possibly happening or what's gonna happen. Could you let us know what's going on with that battle? Because, like I said, with your style, your bars and everything like that. When Daylyt, people are saying he's probably have the top 10 on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, there's only one place you could really settle that, in the ring.
Right.
So what's your views on that battle? Is it still going down? How did it happen?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, it's still going down. You know what I mean? The league that I battle on, my home league, the league that showed me love, man, it's called LA Battlegrounds for those that don't know it. Go try to subscribe to that, man. They put out dope battles, man. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. But shout out to Woods and Traz, the owners of LA Battlegrounds. They have a good relationship with Daylyt. He's battled on that league before, and you know, even before the Strict battle, I guess they was hollering at him about me after the Vigiosa battle, and I guess he was interested or whatnot. So. You know, I guess after the Strict battle and, you know, after that, I think he finally confirmed. And, you know, my thing is, like, I hope it's going down. I hope it's going down. And I just know from what I've seen from Daylyt, how he treats smaller leagues and how he treats smaller battles. You know, I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to show up. If he does show up, I don't even know if he really prepared for me or if he's going to take me serious, because we got to look at what's going on right now in battle rap. He didn't get that Summer Madness 5. He down on that card. He might be a little disgruntled with battle rap, and
man,
you know that brother's been working hard, man. He's been working hard this whole year. All his battles have been great. He had no antics. He's been rapping his ass off. So I don't know how he'll treat our battle, if he'll take it serious. Like I don't know. So I'm hoping it goes down. I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be a challenge for me. I have to be humble myself and say I don't think that pen wise I wouldn't just gloat about myself pen game wise and be like, oh, I can hang with Day pen game, or I'm better than Daylyt pen game wise. I wouldn't say that. What I will say is that I think that I'm just as intelligent as him, if not more intelligent, and I think that I would take certain angles and take a certain approach that could potentially win me the battle. You know what I mean? So that's why, you know, it's challenging, and I'm definitely up for the challenge. So I hope it goes down, man. It's scheduled for October 17th, so we'll see. You know what I mean?
Oh, and you did it 2 days after the Million Man March? This battle gotta happen.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, brother, So,
all right. Speaking of Daylyt, one more thing. How did you feel about the Daylyt and Oops battle?
Thought it was incredible. I thought it was incredible. You know, I everybody was talking about the third round, so I already knew what to expect. But, you know, I appreciated it. You know what I mean? I love authenticity, man. I appreciated the truth. I appreciate the truth that both them brothers gave up, man. I think it was awesome, and I think it's also becoming like just more cool to tell the truth. I guess like third rounds are becoming like the new thing where like in the third round, fuck bars, fuck trying to be overcomplicated. Now we just gonna tell the truth in the third rounds now. If that's what the battle rap culture is doing, if that's what we're doing, I think that's awesome, man, because it's like, okay, cool, everybody can come up with crazy schemes about how they'll kill their opponent and all this wild stuff and raping somebody's mama and throwing somebody's baby in the ocean, all that crazy stuff. But I appreciate it when brothers can really tell the truth, man, and they both did that in their third rounds, man. So I thought it was incredible.
Facts, man. I thought that battle, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I almost shed up. Like, the eyes watered, bro, because both stories hit me, my G. Like, Daylyt's story hit me. Like, the Pops knocking at the door, but it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of Mary J. Blige's fatherless child, motherless, but it's remixed from fatherless child or whatever. But I'm one of those. So when I heard this, bro, I was like, yo, man, I'm just hitting some oops. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely the homie. Like, that joint hit me, like, just the story. Like, his story just hit me because I have a very tight relationship with my niece, like, tight, as if it was my daughter. So when I heard that, I was like, man, he talking right now, man, talking. I had to watch that joint at least. I'm watching it 5-6 times, man, the whole battle. Yeah. But now transition one more. How you feel about Oops? I don't know if you heard that he's getting ready to retire. He's about to run for a state rep of St. Louis.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like, cause trust me, bro. I'm retiring too. Like, you know what I mean? Because battle rap is really not it's not what we need to be doing. So for brothers like Oops and myself and people that's really, really about the movement and want to really get out here and do something to make a change, man, my thing is like a talent is a talent. Like, it's all in the same category. If you can get in front of a bunch of people and speak and inspire people, that's the same thing you do when you're on that stage battle rapping. You're just rhyming words. It's the same talent. If you have oratorical skill, you have it. If you have the leadership ability and communicative skills, you have that. You need to do something with that. And if Oops felt like he could take that energy and do something with it in a positive way in the community, he needs to do that. You know what I mean? Instead of wasting hours and hours coming up with rhymes, preparing for your opponent, being constantly in contention. Like, that's why I don't like battle rap, because I don't like that feeling of every time I get a new opponent, I have to dislike him and I have to find a way to tear him down and, destroy him and all. That's a lot of wasted energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you are of the mind state where you want to make a change for your community, like somebody like Oops is, and I applaud that brother, walk away from battle rap. If you're not making a living off of battle rap financially, then man, walk away from this shit. It ain't even that deep, man. Like, you did your thing. That's why I was telling some of the brothers that want me to continue. I was like, look, man, I did my thing. Like, I gave you guys substance in 2 battles that are gonna that have transcended battle rap and maybe are going to linger on for quite some time, and hopefully some young brothers get inspired by that. That's really all I want to do. Like, my mission is really accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't turn down an opportunity to battle Daylyt because that's arguably one of the most popular people in battle rap, and maybe that'll give me a larger audience. You know what I mean, to talk to. So other than that, man, after Daylyt, I'll probably retire too. There ain't really nothing else I really want to do in battle rap. So hats off to Oops, man. I applaud that.
Yeah. So if the Daylyt joint doesn't go down, what's going on with you with the Saga, man? I had to tell the Saga, I think you're going to be that one battle that's going to give him the challenge he needs.
Man, that would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. And I hate doing it, man, like in real life, because it really doesn't get to a positive point. Like I said, I don't like to be in constant contention. That's really don't get nobody nowhere. But facts are facts. And historical truth is historical truth. And if we're talking about historical African truth, then I get offended, and I have to defend it because I get offended at everybody else's lack of knowledge when it comes to our history and it comes to our people. And that's really just pushed through a European agenda. So, that I would be able to talk to the world and talk to that type of audience and put some of those things on the table. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I want to battle him. I think he's dope. I think he do what he do. I don't quite, and that's the thing, like everybody have an opinion, and especially when it comes to me and all these comments and everything, but I'm like, how do we let a Christian battle rap and say, well, I don't really use guns, but if I were to use guns, this is what I would do to you. It's just like, come on, fam. And that's what I mean by people need to stand up on their ground. Like, if you're going to be a Christian, be a Christian. Don't even talk about guns. Don't even talk about what you'll do with a gun, and don't even come up with a gun bar. Do it in a different way. Like, if you're really out here trying to save souls and trying to get people lives saved from some mythical Jesus or whatnot, okay, then all your 3 rounds need to be pure sermons. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. I don't want to hear no gun bars or nothing. So if that battle were to get set up, man, that's probably the most excited I'll ever be for a battle rap, and I'll probably write the best 3 rounds of my life. So, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm trying to be humble, brother, but at the end of the day, that one right there, if that battle were to happen, that would be all bad for the brother. It really would. It really would.
Yo, man, that's why I asked you, man. You can be as humble as you want, but when it's time to talk that shit, man, go ahead, bro. Trust me, because as a battle rap fan, that's what we love to hear. We want to hear, the passion. Like you say, you don't want to hear the competitiveness and that you hate them and all that type of stuff. I understand all that, but the competition, who's better, this is what I can bring to the table that you can't. Perfect, man. That's what I love.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I mean? Because I'm not used to it, brother. Like, I'm past all that. I done did all kind of shit, like like everybody else did. We done all did wild shit as youth, and I try to be, now that I'm older, I just try to be like more positive and try to bring something to the table that's different. So it's hard for me to go in and out of battle rap mode and back to my real life mode because it's too much contention in battle rap. But that one right there, man, we can set that up, bro. We can set that up. I'll come out of retirement for that one if I do retire or whatnot. If I do stop battling, I'll come out for that one, man. That'll be dope.
That's a fact. I'm gonna definitely have to work something on that. But man, last question before I get off the music tip, we can get on some real shit. Your views on the SM5, man. They just released their trailer for the SM5 car going on September 26th. What's your thoughts on that, man? This is a pretty crazy.
I thought it was dope. I thought it's a dope car. I see people hating on the car. I think it's a dope car, man. I really do. I think that Tay-Rock and Calico, are you kidding me? Like, that's incredible right there. That's going to be crazy. Official versus Miss Jazz, that's going to be crazy. So we're talking about, like,
Miss Hustle.
I'm sorry, my bad. Miss Hustle, that's what I meant to say, my bad. Miss Hustle, I had her a picture of her in my brain as I was saying it. But, yeah, Miss Hustle versus Official, that's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I think that these are all potential classics, like really classics. So I don't see why people are so disgruntled. There might be a couple on there people ain't really feeling or whatnot, but I don't know why, because I really think Mr. Wavy, I think he's dope, and I think John John's dope. I think that's going to be a dope battle. I'm not sure if it'd be a classic, but I think it's going to be dope. And then, of course, Charlie Clips and Loaded Lux, like that's going to be a classic. So we got 3 potential classics: Tay-Rock, Calico, Clips, Lux, Official versus Miss Hustle. That's 3 potential classics. Like, what else do you want? Like, I don't even know a Summer Madness card where there was more than 2 classics. I mean, Summer Madness 2 had Verb and T-Rex. I don't even know if that's a classic, though. I'm not sure. But Lux versus Cal was a classic on that. Other than that, I can't think of any Summer Madness that had multiple classics like that. And I think we might actually get 3 out of this one. So I'm cool with it, man. I'm definitely. I heard it might be on pay-per-view. So if it is, I'm definitely gonna tune into that.
Who you telling, son? For real. I went to Gnomes, and I was like, yo, I had to get to a battle event. And I was like, damn, man, I could have waited and watched that on pay-per-view. I could have went to some madness, man.